Hey guys, welcome back. If you couldn't tell by the title, we're doing a back to school necessities because I'm not letting anyone go back to school with the wrong items in their backpack. So yeah, let's just get right into it because I have everything laid out already. Okay, first thing I suggest to everyone, and it doesn't matter if it's like physical or digital, a planner. Guys, I talked about this in my last episode, but planners will save your life. If you're really good at keeping up with things, I suggest getting a physical one. If you're not, then don't waste the money and use a digital one. I just like the physical one because I like to highlight things, write things down, cross things out, etc. And if you want to be like a super well-rounded student and have all these extracurriculars and like work or sports or something like that, you'll probably need a planner, because if you're trying to balance academics and extracurriculars, life gets hectic, and all those meetings you have to go to and all those like deadlines you have to reach, you'll forget. Well, I know I do. So this so useful. And you can buy, I got mine at Target. I know you can buy some online. You can buy like personalized ones, and like smaller ones, bigger ones. Yeah, like you can just buy the one you like the most, and whichever one fits you the most. And mine specifically, I try to have like as much space as possible. So like the actual calendar itself has lines so where I can write things on there. So these are like the dates and stuff, and then there's like space for each day where I can like write down what I need to do for that day or the deadlines that are coming up. So yeah, invest in a planner, guys. Really, and digital ones work just the same, like a Google Calendar, and then you can like set up notifications for that. They work just the same. I just prefer physical, so I am willing to invest in one. So yeah, that's that. Guys, if you take anything away from this entire video, it has to be this planner. As long as you keep up with it, and y'all have to like really keep up with it, or else it's not gonna work. Okay, next, guys. Okay, freshman year, for me especially, I walked into class and my teachers were like, buy a binder. You need a binder for this class. And then at the end of the school year, I use that binder only to store papers. That's literally a waste of money for me. And so I found that file folders work the best. And now you can buy a single folder for every single class you have. You can do that if you want to. But file folders, first of all, save up so much space. You see how thin this is? And it only gets to around like that thick if I'm really keeping all my papers in there instead of like taking them out. This was a life changer. I learned it from a friend. And coming from a person who, since freshman year, I've been taking 7 classes. Next year I'll be taking 6. But I've been taking 7 classes. Look at how many pockets that is. Oh. Like, there's so many pockets. I can fit so much in this. It's so worth. And most of them, so far that I've bought, all of them have had this, or like stickers that you can write your classes down and then label. So worth. I like really like to store all of my papers in my file folder, and it's like one and done. Whenever I need to put up papers, I just grab it and put everything in. Because with folders, when I used to have like just 7 folders, I would like need to put my papers into one class folder, but then I'd take out another one and be like, oh my gosh, this is the wrong one, and then I have to put it back in and then take out the right one out. It's just a lot of work. So instead, I can put it in here. And let's say I accidentally like, I don't know, I'm supposed to put a class in the second, y'all can't see that, second space, but I accidentally put it in the third. I can literally, like next class period, just switch it out that quick. Like I don't have to pull out 2 folders and switch it out and then put both of them back. No, this, so convenient, so convenient. And I bought mine off of Amazon for like less than $10, and it's just so worth to keep all of your work inside here instead of keeping stuff in like a binder. And then you can like buy different colors and styles and pocket numbers, so you can like always change it to your preference. So yeah, so worth. Get that instead of a binder, guys. So worth. And unless your class does not require a binder, because I had a class where I was like required a binder and I had to use a binder, but for every other class I use this instead, because why wouldn't I? Okay, next, the obvious, pencils. This is my favorite pencil because my favorite color is blue, but mechanical pencils I like the most. If you like number 2 pencils, you can keep using number 2 pencils. Just make sure to always have a sharpener. But mechanical pencils. And if you choose to have these, lead. Guys, I always have lead. You can never trust that somebody else in your class will have lead. Or one of your friends. Unless your friend is like super organized, then sure. But like, buy your own lead, guys. If you can afford pencils, y'all can afford lead. Like, it's like less than $5. Just buy the lead and you'll be done. This lasted me, I still have some in here. This lasted me the entire school year. So like, just buy the lead, guys. Okay. Pens. I have, there's 6, but pens, y'all can hear that, right? There's no ink in them. It's just the spring. But pens. And first of all, they're so useful, okay? You use that, I use them in every class to take notes. Because writing, I learned this from my freshman year teacher. She was like, writing in pen is faster than writing in pencil. That's why you should take notes in pen. If you take notes in pencil, you will get in trouble. We were all like, oop, okay. But yeah, she's right. I like take all of my notes in pen, and it's just faster. Plus the fact that if you're taking like, oh my gosh, this bothers me. If you're taking like AP classes and stuff, guys, okay, if you're taking AP classes and stuff, and like FRQs, SEQs, DBQs, yada yada yada, you need a pen anyways to write them, to practice. Might as well start now. And I was that type of girl who like hated, guys, I'm just gonna move my hair. I was that type of girl who hated crossing things out. I just thought it looked messy. And I would always use like, what is that, whiteout? You learn to get used to it. You learn to just, like, it's just way faster. But yeah, like you might as well invest in pens. You kind of have to anyways, because, well, if you want to take advanced classes, do them anyway. Just buy the pens, guys. Take notes in pen, guys. It's way faster. Unless you decide to take digital notes. Then in that case, that's different. But like, either way, you kind of do still have to have pens for advanced classes. What am I going on about, guys? Okay. This kind of ties on with the file folders. Stapler, mini one that I can take around with me if I want to, and paper clips. Just hear me out, guys. Okay, so for my classes and such, I would, especially for math classes, you would get packets and packets of math problems and homework and such. So I would use paper clips and like, or binder clips and clip the units together. So all of the homeworks I would keep together, and like, okay, this is how I would do it. I would have a paper clip for all of the homeworks, and another paper clip for all of the quizzes, because we would receive our quizzes back. And then I would binder clip them together and keep them inside. So then I have like each unit was sectioned in my file folder because I was too lazy to take all of them out for some reason. Or I would like reference back to the previous units, because for calc especially, you learn like derivatives and all these like rules, and then you like tie back to it, but you need those rules again. So I like kept all my rules inside my file folder, and like it's more convenient if you just have everything organized in your file folder, instead of having to like take everything out and be like, oh, I needed that, now I have to go back home, find it, put it back in my file folder, and then it's like kind of awkwardly placed. I don't know, just hear me out, guys. These to separate units, so worth, because then like at the end of the school year you have to take the final or whatever, like might as well have it. Same thing with staplers. I would just like staple the homework packets together, or like especially, well, tie on a calc, I had to like paper clip all of my homeworks together to turn in to get graded. And the stapler that my teacher had sucked, so I had this one just to staple for my work. So yeah, more organizational tips. I use this all the time now. This I just use for my math class, but I guess you could use it for other classes. Okay, what's next, guys? I should have just went along with the pencil, but like pretty self-explanatory. Oh, guys, y'all don't even know what this is. It's an eraser. It's the white Pentel erasers. So worth, just get it. It's really cheap. Okay, this is kind of optional. You can choose to get it or not. A watch. Now this, before y'all start coming at me being like, Emma, I can't afford a watch, oh my gosh. I got this from my aunt. Or you can buy like literally the cheap ones at Walmart. Most of my classrooms don't have clocks, or if they do, they don't work. And especially for tests where you like need to keep track of time, like math tests, obviously you need a watch to make sure that you finish everything before class ends. So watch, would recommend. I have an Apple Watch. Before y'all come at me again, it was my mother's, and she didn't use it, and she said I could borrow it, and then I just ended up keeping it for like 3 years, so mine now, I guess. And she received it as a gift. I don't know if I said that. So technically, like, yeah. And this I got from my aunt, right? So I didn't pay for this either. And my aunt stopped wearing watches too, so. But yeah, a watch, guys. And it could be the cheapest thing you've ever found, like you can find. But you need to keep track of time, because it's just really important to keep track of time whenever you're test taking and such. And then, oh, why I have this one instead of my Apple Watch that I use as often, because of cheating. A lot of kids would cheat using their Apple Watches, so most of my classes make me take them off now. So I need like a watch that's not gonna access you, and internet accessible. Oh my gosh, guys, I think I'm losing my mind. I'm speaking too much and I'm running out of breath. Okay, next. Y'all can argue with me about it, but I personally like them. Expo markers. The tables that we have in class are like the smooth ones you can use with an expo marker. These come in so handy. Like I like them so much. I would recommend. So yeah, like, and I keep tying everything to back to math classes, but math classes like require the most practice anyways, because they give you so much homework. So you can like, so let's say you're working on a problem and you get stuck and you're like, I need more paper, but you don't want to waste more paper. So instead, you just use this right on the table, and then you wipe out when you make a mistake, and you keep going until you get the answer. And let's say you like saw it all over again, and you still get the wrong answer, so then you like scrap it all and do it all over again. Like, it's just so easy to correct your mistakes when using this. And I have my own whiteboard. It's like it's over there, so I'm not gonna go show y'all. Like, I got it from Target for like $15, and I use it often. And then you can buy your own colors that you like the most, and yada yada yada. So yeah, Expo markers, definitely worth. And then, guys, I love these highlighters, and these are the ones that are like super popular on social media. But I bought these like 2 years ago, guys, and it's still working. Well, kind of. This one's kind of running out, but the others still work. Highlighters, guys, and especially because they look colored, but they're not colored. They're black and white. Guys, what am I saying? They're black pens, okay? These highlighters, I can highlight over the black and make them colorful. Which, by the way, guys, colors are better simulated for your brain, if you didn't already know that. So like, using this to help me memorize things and understand things, keywords and such, yes, why wouldn't I? And then I can like personalize it, and you can buy your own highlighters at the store, or I don't know, you can just like personalize your own highlighters, because why not? And yeah, guys, that wraps up today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next episode.